Hey everybody, I'm Dave Kovrubius, owner and founder of FreshCoast One Consulting, operating here in beautiful northern Milwaukee, Wisconsin. An emerging aspect of my business is to explore the world of nonprofits and small businesses, to understand the tech needs and challenges that companies and organizations in these spaces face so that I can partner with them to help solve those challenges. I have over 40 years of experience in the tech space, largely working in companies throughout corporate America, and I've recently decided to pivot my business towards supporting small businesses and nonprofits and make use of my tech experience and make it accessible to these organizations. I plan to feature interviews with nonprofit leaders, small business leaders, partners within my network, thought leaders, and anyone else that's looking for tech to help them solve their particular problems or challenges. Plus, I'm kind of a rabbit trail guy, so I may go down rabbit trails as well on occasion, but hopefully to bring value to you and create an appetite for you to connect with me so that together we can solve the tech challenges that your business or organization is facing. Here's a little about me. In my 40-year career in tech, I've done it all. I've done tons of different things along the spectrum of technology. I remember back, my first job was as a computer operator, and I used to hang and replace magnetic tapes on a tape backup machine. What the heck was that? For those of you Gen Zers and millennials that may not even know what the heck this is, old school tech. But it was what we used to be able to back up our data from these companies onto these magnetic tapes. There was no server farm, there was no cloud, there was no Dropbox, just magnetic tapes that we used. And I would stay until 2 in the morning or come in at 5 in the morning to hang those tapes and run those reports and do everything I could to get ready for, when the management would come in and check out the reports and make sure everything was up and running. I've managed large and small scale projects, rolling out software that either I developed or my engineering teams developed, supporting small teams in a department all the way to thousands of users across an organization. I've worked with startups, mid-sized companies, and Fortune 5 companies in a variety of roles, from an individual contributor all the way to various management roles. I've also had the opportunity to explore a wide variety of software tech, including desktop applications, cloud computing, mobile technology, SaaS, which is software as a service technology, and yes, even AI. And through all this, I developed a muscle that has served me well throughout my career, listening to my customer. I never liked the term end user. It felt too condescending to me. This isn't Tron. I would train my staff to refer to customers of our software as customers, not end users, so that they would treat our customers as people. My ultimate focus, as much as was within my power and influence in the project to do so, was to listen to what the customer wants and needs and to determine the difference. What's important? What can we get done in their desired time frame, and ultimately to create a great experience for them in working with me, my team, and the products and services that I was promoting. It was a success when I heard the words, "It made my job easier." That was my biggest reward. So now I want to offer all those experiences in tech and processes and all these experiences that I've been blessed with over the years to determine how I can serve those of you in small businesses and nonprofits and bring this experience to support your goals, your needs, and your objectives for your organization. So what's my superpower? Well, let me share with you a story. I remember being invited to a meeting with my colleagues where we were to present what our team was building to the head of our tech division. We'll call him a director. As the conversation progressed, it was apparent to me that what was really happening is that it felt like two different languages were being spoken. One language by our director, the other by my colleagues. Our tech leader asked a question, and they would answer with something that wasn't even remotely close to what he was asking about. When the meeting ended, mercifully, I went back to my colleagues and I asked them, "Did you not see what was going on in there?" And I shared my observations with them about what our director was trying to understand about our team. And they completely missed the opportunity to meet him where he was at, redress his questions, but instead tried to lead him in a very different direction. I told them that as a result of that meeting, our team was basically put on notice, and our director walked away with less confidence in our team than when he walked in at the beginning. It was all about learning how to communicate with people who operated at a different level, and yes, even had a different agenda from yours. You have to learn to flex your communication style. Listen actively to acknowledge that you hear and you understand your boss or director and what he's asking about, and answer in kind. If you want to get to influencing him or her, which is what they really wanted to do, you're not going to do it by replacing your boss's perspective with your own, but rather you have to meet him where he is first. Hear his perspective first. Understand and acknowledge it and address his questions first. Then, and only then, can you move on to expressing your own perspectives. Because now you have his attention and respect. He'll actually listen to you now. If you try and do it the other way around, you'll fail, which is what happened in that meeting. This was a valuable lesson to me that I took away from and implemented when I found myself in these situations 1,000 times, whether between my customers and engineers, my colleagues and our leadership, wherever I was in that middle space between parties around a particular problem or issue that we had to resolve. I was there to really try and understand both sides before we pressed forward with a solution. That's my superpower, being able to navigate that middle space between the business person who just wants a better way to run their business and the tech person who is promising the world to them with their latest and greatest shiny new app. I advocate for businesses on understanding what they really need, or even help them determine their needs, because admittedly many times they don't really fully have a grasp of what the problem is, and that's okay. I also advocate for the software developers and engineers, the people that we're hiring to get the job done. Engineers, innovators who have the technical capacity to solve problems, but they just want a good set of requirements. What is it that you're wanting us to build? I can speak business and I can speak geek. This is the value I can bring to your company or nonprofit in an effort to tackle your technical challenges. I appreciate you taking the time to catch my first episode. Let's collaborate as I share with you my experiences and insights in tech, as I'll be exploring also with partners, businesses, and nonprofits as we navigate the tech landscape. If you want to join me in this journey, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. If you have an idea you want to bounce off of me that involves exploring tech for your business or nonprofit, reach out to me at freshcoast1.com or my LinkedIn profile. Both can be found in the description of this video. Thank you, and hope to see you next time.